Hi everyone, this is Abdurrahman, and I'm here presenting my hackathon project, Gradio hackathon project. So, you ever have you ever wished you could conjure up a magical bedtime story with just a click? Well, grab your wands and imagination, because today I'm taking you on a tour of magical tales. Your our hackathon project that turns AI into your personal story wizard. I personally have a kid, and I found it hard coming up with a story every time. Created with the power of Gradio magical tales, it lets kids, and let's be real, adults too, dive into personalized, immersive stories. We are talking about stories that you customize. Imagine this: you're a parent, it's bedtime, and your kid wants a story about a time traveling dinosaur detective with a mysterious twist. Sounds impossible. Not anymore. Let's see how magical tales make story legendary. So, what's the secret sauce? So it's a magical blend of it's a magical blend of Gradio and a powerful language model and sprinkle of a hackathon hustle. So step one, you choose your adventure. Let's say historical, futuristic, fantasy, or adventure. Set the mood, like let's say it's a funny mood, and then you also add the kids' age, language. I think at the moment it's mostly working with English because the LLMs are sometimes hallucinating when adding other models, but I would be working on that to enhance it. Let's say I want some dinosaurs. My kid is interested about dinosaurs, and let's say it's about subject. Let's say Egypt, Egypt, and then reading time. You can also choose the reading time and add the model that you want the story to be generated with, and you can create my magical story. And here you go, like it's a story that you can read for the kids with just a few clicks um, to put it into the mood of your kid. You can also, let's say, you have like a PDF or an image with some cool details, or maybe a museum brochure you want to include. No worries, just upload it, and we will weave it right into the story. So let's say we have a dinosaur museum PDF here, yeah, with the T-Rex and a bit of facts. But what happens is that the LLM takes that, parse it, and then add it to the prompt to generate a story that is more adequate to the PDF. So after processing, we have a story more adapted to the PDF. We have, like, here you can see some keywords that are from the PDF. Um, so yeah, I mean, there is more magic, right? Right? We're not just writing stories, and we're experiencing them. Picture this: you're listening to an epic tale with real audio narration and the perfect background music to make everything feel more alive. Oh, and did we mention that we generate custom images to go with the stories? So you just go to the next tab, and you should, let me close this one, should see the story divided by chapters, and you can create a magical soundtrack for your story, as well as for each chapter. You can see the pictures, which is a bit funny, I would say, of dinosaurs in Egypt as we selected. And then you can also read aloud that chapter with some text to speech. You can see here the chapters. You can read it or let the AI read it, and you can have some pictures if you want some to see some illustration of that. And yeah, I mean, sometimes, as you know, like there is a bit of hallucination in the LLM generations, or also in the picture generation. So I will be working on that in the future to enhance the pictures to be more friendly.
One sunny day, Timmy the T-Rex and Sally the Stegosaurus decided to go on an adventure.
This is the
They hopped on a big sandy boat and sailed all the way to Egypt. Wow, said Timmy, his tiny arms waving in the air. Look at those pointy pyramids.
It's reading it with I didn't expect that. Like it's reading with the whole with the whole mood and thing. And you can also run this in the background, which is like a generated melody that gives you the mood and the adventure of the story. So you can just put the sound, I think. Yeah, sounds fun. And yeah, we also do generate a 3D of the characters from the stories. Actually, this takes a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes or so. So I will just pause and then be back when this is generated. And I'm back. And this is the generated 3D. Actually, it's not the best thing. It's still, but I mean, I didn't want to change it, but it is what it is. But what I wanted, like, maybe it's still backend needs a bit of work, like to do a little bit more on the prompting and also the coloring of the 3D shape. But you can see, like, we can generate like a 3D from a prompt, and I mean that goes like text to image and an image to 3D shape. Yeah, and how does all of this work? So we are using Gradio, which gives a super friendly interface, and we are exposing all these functionalities of 3D model creation, story creation of a MCP. Yeah, and they have like really cool components that you can use. We are using for the AI text generation, the stories. I'm using some of the models here, as you can see. Mostly I'm using Nebius for the image generation. I already generated 427 pictures, and it costs like $1. Using Sambanova here for the models, DeepSeek and Llama, etc. So this is what we are using to generate the stories and to split the text into chapters. Also, I'm using some of the Mistral models, like you can see here, the number of tokens that I have used the past few days testing. And for the parsing of the PDFs, we are using Llama Cloud parse function, and what it does, it takes this into the cloud and do text, PDF to text. You can see here it's our last dinosaur museum flyer, and you can see the job detail. I mean, you can see I found it really that you can see the PDF, the text that you have parsed. Yeah, and this is mostly the technologies behind the LLMs. And I'm also hosting some of my models. I'm hosting three models in Modal, since we got some credits here, like $280 or something. So I'm hosting, if I'm going to app, I'm hosting the Hun 1 3D, which is like the model that is transforming my text into 3D. And this is really expensive in terms of GPU and time of processing. As you can see, it took me like 92 stopped apps or try and opening and closing to have these running. So I'm having one 3D text to 3D. I'm also having DIA hosted, which is the one that is creating text to speech. And as you know, like you can see the execution of your API endpoint here. So it's really practical. And I'm also having hosted the music generation, which is the Meta Music Gen, which is like the model creating the background sound. Yeah, you can see also my usage in the past days. I've used like I think $8 or something, mostly by $8, yeah, mostly by this model that I created today. Like it's really $3. But yeah, so shout out also to one 3D and DIA model that you can find in Hugging Face. And yeah, so this is mostly it. Whether you're a parent, teacher, or just a big kid at heart, Magical Tales is here to make storytime magical and memorable. Stay magical and happy storytelling.